Hi, Empress fam, and welcome to my channel. Virgo, this is going to be a timeless love reading, and I hope you get some clarity and guidance from it. Virgo, how are you all doing? I hope you're having the best time in your life recently. I really do. So let's see what's going on between you and your person. Okay, Virgo, first up, we have got the Dreamer. Ooh, Major Arcana, also known as the Fool. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Pisces, a Leo. A really good start to your reading. Very optimistic, very optimistic. Somebody is feeling very optimistic about you, about this connection, about where things could go. Somebody is definitely, thinking about the future with you. Thinking about all the things you could do together when you hang out, go on trips, spending holidays with you. It's that kind of a thing. Like, this person is very love sick in a way towards you. They can't get you out of their head, but it makes them very happy thinking about a life with you and doing things with you, going on adventures, and even like intimate things, even just, having cozy nights in. They think about how marvelous it would be to have all of that with you. So it's definitely somebody crushing on you in a big way. Very crushy, very soppy, okay? They are love struck. They are absolutely love struck with you. The Empress, woo! That's not a surprise at all. You are certainly having a massive impact on this person with this Empress here. Major Arcana, again, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, but you could be dealing with any sign, okay? It really doesn't matter if your person's sign didn't show. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like, your person certainly has you on a pedestal. They think of you like this goddess, like this god. If you're male or female, whatever gender, no gender, it doesn't matter. But it just signifies how they look up to you and how significant you are, okay? They are inspired by you. This is somebody who gets a lot of inspiration by just you and your energy and how you are, how you kind of tackle life. They are very impressed with how you deal with life. Okay, so take that as it resonates. This is a general reading. For some of you, I'm picking up that maybe life hasn't been the best, hasn't treated you the best over the last couple of years. But this person sees you as having a lot of resilience, and they think of you as somebody who was quite strong in terms of, I feel like they could know about your past, that you haven't had it easy, that you've had a rough time, and they are just kind of in awe of how you present yourself now, of the place you were in life. I feel like you are in a pretty strong position considering what you went through. I feel like for most people, what you went through is like unsurvivable. Most people would just crumble and stay there. I feel like you did crumble for a while. It's natural, it's normal, it's allowed. But you bounced back and you rebuilt your life piece by piece, and it's showing, okay? Your hard work is showing. And this person is just like, wow. You resurrected yourself. You're in such an amazing position. And I feel like it can be hard to believe. I feel like it's almost hard to believe for this person that you went through what you did. Because, like I said, for most people, they'd still be in a pretty dire, kind of weak position. Understandably, because I feel like what you went through was so, say, traumatic. And this person seems to be aware of that, okay? So I feel like this is somebody who knows about your past. Like, they could have been around at the time, or else it's somebody that you told about your past, okay? But they are like, wow. They are kind of, they can't really believe that it happened to you. And that's a compliment. That's a compliment. Like, they can't believe that somebody as strong as you and powerful as you went through what you did. They feel like you didn't deserve it, 100%. And they feel like it was just totally unfair. Totally unfair. The Four of Pentacles is an ex Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, another Virgo, perhaps a Capricorn. Overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor. This person feels like things are turning in their favor. And they feel like it's because they met you. They do believe that you are a soulmate, that you are somebody that they are supposed to have met. You know, they feel like it's a divine timing sort of deal. It truly is a divine timing sort of deal. I feel like the both of you met each other when you were supposed to. So I am getting for most of you, this is somewhat of a new connection. Okay, it could be somebody from your past, but I am getting kind of new energy. It's new energy for a lot of you, okay? It's like, I feel like when this person first saw you, they were like, wow. Virgo was absolutely gorgeous. Virgo was absolutely stunning. And then they got to know you and it just, their crush grew because of how you present yourself, because of how you are. I feel like initially when you met them, you were insanely attractive to them. But there was something about your confidence. There was something about your energy. There's something very calming about your energy. It's like a strong kind of silence, if that makes sense. You know, I don't feel like you are brash about your confidence. You know, you're not obnoxious and you're not over energetic. You know, it's more of a calm confidence. But it's a confidence nonetheless, and it certainly didn't go unnoticed. You know, the power that exudes from you is undeniable and so powerful. And it totally lured this person in. This person couldn't resist that energy. So I'm inclined to believe that you are dealing with a soulmate because they were lured by your energy, by your power. Okay, it was a soul bond from the get-go. Yes, it's physical, but it's soul as well. It's more soul, okay? Yeah, your physical appearance made them look at you, but what kept them was your energy. And they truly feel like they have met a soulmate and like that this connection is going to be very significant to them. They seem to be very sure of that this is no kind of fling. This is no mundane, short-lived sort of thing. This is something that's going to be very impactful to them. They are very sure. It's a very sure energy. Okay, and this is not somebody who is going to say, let this go. This is somebody who wants to grow this connection. This is somebody who wants to see what this is all about, you know, see what this connection, like, they want to see through the potential of this. You know, they truly feel like you could be the one for them, that they are going to spend their life with. So they are very committed to seeing this connection through, to staying in the connection. This is not somebody who is, like I said, they aren't just looking for a fling with you. It's not just a fling to this person whatsoever. This connection is very important to them. They feel like it's supposed to be important, if that makes sense. That there's something very significant about it to them. It's different. The connection feels different than anything they've ever felt. You know, it's like, oh, wow. You know, they can't really put it into words how you make them feel. But it's something that they've never felt, and they can just put it down to, okay, Virgo could possibly be the one for me. But I'm not even getting like possible. I feel like they seem to be very sure. It's a very sure energy. Like, I'm getting a confidence from them as well, that they are just so sure, and they want to hang on to it. They want to hang on to the connection. I'm getting almost a bit of a clingy vibe from them. A clingy vibe from them. Like, they are more clingy than they let on. You're probably listening to me like, what are you talking about? They aren't clingy. But they are clingy. I am getting a clingy energy from them. Whether or not they are showing it, I'm not sure. I feel like for a lot of you, they're not showing it, but they are. Like within, they are so clingy. I feel like they are wanting to reach out more. They are wanting to communicate more with you. You know, they want to be able to kind of text you all of the time, and they, I feel like they're it's almost like they're saying, oh, I wish Virgo would text me more. I wish Virgo would communicate with me more. But I feel like your kind of argument is, A, you have a life, and B, they're not texting you more. But there's something here about them not being, say, entirely sure about your feelings for them. And they are not wanting to come across as clingy. They're not wanting to, like, they would love to text you more than once a day. They would love to text you, like, all day. But they are afraid it will turn you off. So I feel like they are trying to kind of hide that side of them. There is somewhat of a bottled up energy here. I feel like they are they are bottling up how they feel, when inside they really are clingy, especially when it comes to you. They are clingy. They are possessive, Virgo. They are possessive. They don't want you to get away. There's a clinginess here. There's a possessiveness here as well, like holding on to you, wanting to hold on to this. And I feel like that has everything to do with why they aren't reaching out, say, a lot. Because they are trying to not turn you off. They are not wanting to push you away. They don't want to come across as desperate or needy. And that's part of their strategy to hold on to you. It's very kind of calculated, but not in a manipulative way. This is not somebody manipulative or insincere or inauthentic. They are just kind of playing it cool, going kind of slowly, because they're not wanting to, say, overwhelm you. Like I said, they're not wanting to turn you off. They are very aware of the importance of this connection, and they don't want to put any wrong moves. You know, they don't want to throw you away, like, not throw you away, push you away. So that's why they aren't reaching out as much as they would like to. But there's still also something here about them being unsure of your feelings. Because there is, to them, they feel like there's a difference in status in some way. There could be an age difference, doesn't have to be. There could be an experience difference in some way, because I feel like they look up to you. They look up to you. This is like the more inexperienced in some way. It could be younger, inexperienced. They don't have to be younger, but it's something like that, okay? And you are the more experienced, you know. They feel like you're on different levels, and they look up to you. They don't particularly feel like they are in your league. They don't particularly, say, believe that. Like, they find it hard to believe that you are into them, if that makes sense to you. Even though they are so sure of this connection and what it means, I feel like they do know that deep down. They do know that deep down what this is. But it's like, on the surface, they are unsure about where you stand. So although deep down they know what it means, it's like on the surface, they have to be kind of, they can't really go with their heart, if that makes sense. They feel like they have to go with their head on the surface. So that's why they can't be clingy. They feel like they have to play it a certain way. In reality, they can't talk to you like they want to in case it pushes you away. So they feel like they have to be kind of calculated about how they pursue this. They have to do it correctly. They can't, you know, they don't want to come across as a bother at all. Because they don't want to lose you. They don't. So, like, on the surface, it's like you are above them. They don't want to be bothering you. They don't want to be pushing you away. It's like you're too good for them in a sense. Or they are out of your league. So if they want to hang on to you, they have to do this correctly. They have to be slow about it. They can't overwhelm you. So that's their strategy, Virgo. That is their strategy. And there's also an energy of you playing it cool. But I feel like that's just your natural kind of demeanour. I don't feel like you are playing it cool on purpose. I feel like you just have a life. You have a, if that makes sense, Virgo, you have things to do outside of this, okay? You're not going to text somebody all day long. You've stuff to do. And like, you not texting somebody all day long doesn't mean you're not interested. You know? But they don't seem to know that. They seem to think that it's because they seem to think that you not texting them a lot means you're not really that interested, when it's not the case. It's not the case. You just have things to do, and it's not your fault that they take it up that way. You know, and I feel like I said, they don't reach out that much because they don't want to push you away. But it's, yeah, they don't want to push you away because they're like, I'm not sure how Virgo feels. I have to be smart about this. So it's like you want more communication from them. Like, I feel like you think that, like, they probably play it too cool. Like, they could probably go, like, more than a day without communicating, and that's, like, too much for you. You're just like, well, like, we don't have to text all day, but I'd like them to, you know, be a bit more engaged. I feel like that's your energy, but there's something here about them feeling like they bother you, Virgo. But they don't bother you. It's just you've stuff to do. It's as simple as that. You are a busy person. You are a busy person with, you know, errands and stuff to do. That's what's going on here. But they are just sensitive towards it. They are kind of a bit sensitive towards it. You know, they seem to think it's a little bit personal when it's not. You know, it makes them feel insecure. But that's not on you. That's their problem. So I feel like there is a bit of a maturity gap here in some way. Or else they're just very sensitive. You know, I feel like there is a respect for you. They respect you wholeheartedly. They know you've stuff to do. They know it's not personal, but at the same time, their insecurities kind of creep up and be like, oh yeah, it is. Maybe it is personal. Maybe it is personal. Maybe Virgo's just not that into me. And, you know, I can't be putting all of my cards on the table. That's the dealio, Virgo. That is the dealio. So it's just, they're just following you. They're taking your lead. I feel like you have the kind of power here, Virgo, to change the dynamic. So I feel like there's probably something you can do to reassure this person. I feel like there's just something that you can say, and I feel like you know what that is. I feel like it will come to you, how to reassure them. There's something that you can say to reassure them, and it will bring more attention from them to you. I feel like you know what that is, or it will come to you. It will come to you what to say. But they just need some sort of reassurance, you know, that makes them relax and makes them feel comfortable that they aren't actually bothering you. That's what I'm saying, Virgo. By the way, I offer personal readings, so you can check the description if you're interested. Virgo, I'm going to pull some personal messages now. I'm going to take a look into what your person might want to say to you. Yeah, Virgo, I feel like there is something that you can say, but I can feel you rolling your eyes at me. Like, why should I like, it's not my fault that they take it personally. I've too much going on to kind of babysit this person and, you know, tell them, make it clear as day that I'm interested. I thought I already was doing that. I am hearing that from you. You think, you're like, Kelly, I already am doing that. I'm doing everything I can. But they seem to still not get it. They seem to still think it's like me not being interested, but I am. I just have stuff to do. And yes, that's true, Virgo. That is true. But there's just something in their energy that needs more reassurance. That's not your fault. Of course it's not, baby. Of course it's not. But that's just their energy and how they are. That's just their nature. Virgo, I'm going to pull... Like, you got them hooked. You got them absolutely hooked. It's like bowing down to you. It's like bowing down to you. Like, whatever you want, I'll do. Sort of deal. Whatever you say goes, I feel like is their attitude towards you. Like, you are in control of this. In the center of this freaking spread. Look at you. Look at you. Empress. If you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You know, it's clear as day who calls the shots here. Whether you know it or not. You should do, baby. You should do. I said baby a few times. Baby. I don't know where that's come from. So let's pull some messages, Spirit. What does Virgo's person want them to know? Like, there's an undeniable obsession with you that they have. Obsession. They are thinking about you all day. They are having dreams about you. Like, they are having dreams about you, Virgo. They can't get you out of their head. And they just don't want to mess this up. At all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Talk about... I was just saying that. You live rent free in my head. You're in their head all the time. Obsession. I'm sorry I keep saying it like that. It just comes out like that. I'm becoming the person you deserve. Like, they're not stupid. Like, they are not going to, even if there is a maturity gap or some sort of a gap in some way, they're not stupid. Okay? They are not going to let this slip. So that's why they're like, I gotta play this right. I'm not just gonna let it go. Healing powers, they find you very healing. They find this connection very healing, very different. This connection feels different, but in the best way. I'm afraid to be happy. Definitely their energy. Like, I'm afraid to truly kind of not let my insecurities get the best of me. They got some lessons to learn about not letting their insecurities get in the way, because I feel like you have been doing like stuff to make it clear to them that you are into this. Like, even in your busy schedule, you know, you have been making it clear, but there's still something that's just not sinking in to them. And like I said, that's their problem, but it's still something in their energy. You know, but I feel like there is something that you can say to kind of calm it down. I truly feel like you have that power, and you're going to know, like healing powers, you know, you have that power to reassure them in some sort of way that will really calm that voice in their head that's like, no, Virgo's just not that into you. I feel like you know what to say, or you will know what to say. It'll just come to you. Okay? I'm going to pull from another deck, Spirit. What else does Virgo's person want them to know? I'm hearing the number 10, if the number 10 means anything to you. Take it as it resonates. Could be for somebody, a few of you, someone in particular. I think about, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I think about you all day, every day, Virgo. I love when, you know, my tarot, I'm reading tarot, I'm pulling messages from the tarot, and then when I pull from my personal deck, it like corresponds. I'm like, ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to scream like that. I hope I'll get another chance with you. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. It kills me that I hurt you. Take it as it resonates. Overall message. I'm begging you to stay. I want you to stay. Isn't that a Rihanna song? There's probably something in that song for you. Okay, Stay by Rihanna. I want you to stay. So definitely have a look at that song. If you've never heard it before, I'm sure a lot of you have. If you haven't, definitely listen to it. You know, listen to the lyrics. I feel like there's something in that for you from this person, okay? Virgo, I hope you got something from that. And if you have, please remember to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you back soon. Thanks for watching.